Hey y'all, happy day, happy Tuesday again. I'm back again. So I was just sitting here thinking, have y'all ever had mom guilt? Have y'all ever experienced mom guilt? And it could be for anything. I'm just tell y'all about what I'm feeling mom guilt about. So, and this is what made me think of it. Earlier, I saw a post about, dang, that light bright. But I saw a post that says if your dad's not here, share this post. And I shared it because my dad's not here. But the other day I was on TikTok and I was scrolling through and I saw this girl, this young girl. I think she might have been graduating from college, and her grandparents purchased her a car for graduation, and she was so happy. And I mean, it wasn't like this most fancy car. It wasn't like a BMW or a Mercedes Benz or anything like that. But it was a nice Hyundai. But she was just so excited that her grandparents was able to do that for her. Like, I could literally tell that they have the sweetest relationship, and it instantly started making me feel some mom guilt. I started to think about how I grew up without grandparents. You know, my dad's mom was living. I think she passed when I probably was like 8, something like that. So I really I didn't have a relationship with her. And my mom's mom passed away when she was 14. So she had an auntie that raised her. So I never grew up with grandparents because my dad's dad was passed away as well. And my mom's real dad, she didn't know him for a long time until she was probably like in her 50s. And she finally met him. But, he passed away shortly after that. So I didn't have a relationship with him either. So I really never grew up like most people with grandparents, and I don't know what that's like. I've never experienced it because I don't know what it's like. So when I see people with their grandparents, it's such a blessing because I don't know what that feels like. I've never experienced it. I watch my parents be the best grandparents ever to my children and my sister's children, and my brother's children. And they were the best grandparents. And to think that my children at their young age of 24 and 21 have to grow up without their grandparents, and my kids love their grandparents so much. With Father's Day approaching, it made me think about my dad because my son loved my dad. He was like a dad to him. So to think about my kids not having that, the opportunity to grow up with their grandparents, and it really just makes me sad to think that they don't have the opportunity that most have. It really makes me sad. My son was 15 when my dad passed away, so it's not like they did not experience it at all, because my son was 15 when my dad passed away and my daughter was 11. And then when my mom passed away, which was a little over 3 years after my dad, Dorian, my son, was 18 and my daughter was 15. So they experienced them. My parents was the best grandparents to them. But at such a young age, to not have them, it makes me sad. I really literally have mom guilt. And on top of that, they have lost their father in January. They just lost their father at the age of 24 and 21. So it's like this is their first Father's Day without their dad. And it really just makes me sad, breaks my heart. Literally, like, I was in here thinking about it in tears because my children are my babies and I love them so much. And you want to protect your children from everything. So if I could have protected their hearts from the loss that they have experienced, and to give them the opportunity to grow older with their grandparents and their dad, I would have did it in a heartbeat. I would have taken their pain away. But yeah, that's the mom guilt that I have. I feel so heartbroken for my kids. I really, really do. But yeah, I just wanted to jump on here just to see, is there anybody else going through mom guilt? Is that a real thing, or is it just me? I don't know. Anyway, chime in, let me know your thoughts. And if you are or have ever experienced mom guilt, let me know. Let's talk about it. All right, it's your girl Dee Dee. I hope you guys have had an amazing day. I hope you've done it on purpose. Deuces.